Hello and welcome to the memorial gathering for Thomas Howard Black. I'm Mark Cinzo, his life partner, and we're gathered here at his favorite restaurant, El Toro, to share stories and memories of Howard. Uh, Many people couldn't make it, so we're making a recording for those that couldn't be here. And Mark, as long as you're available, you just introduce yourself and share a memory or two of Howard?
Okay, my name is Mark Holly, and I met Howard many years ago, and in the recovery circles, and I guess what strikes me most is his steadfast loyalty, particularly to Mark, and that he never wavered from that. Although he was an incredible intellectual, he also loved music and playing the guitar and making the most of every moment. I do remember, and it's been several years ago, that Mark made, and I think some other people helped, origami swans or birds. And there were like 1,000 of them or something. I can't remember how many.
Yeah, 1,000 cranes. His birthday it was a prime number, like 41 or something.
Yes.
And there's a tradition of making 1,000 cranes for good luck.
And Howard had to take me down and show me them and pointed out individual ones, and he was just absolutely thrilled with that. I miss him, and I hope that wherever his energy has landed, that he's able to make that place a better place as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. I'm sure he is. I'm going to just ask people to pop in one at a time and record something. So if you'll bear with me a second. Would you like to start this recording with something for the built-in mic wasn't working, so if you could put this on and just say something to the camera about who you are and how you know Howard.
Look there.
I'm Don, and my name is Jerry Carter, and I'm here at the El Toro at the Remembrance for Howard. And Howard was a good friend during my sobriety days. I was part of a gay and lesbian AA group, and that's how Howard and I met. We served as co-sponsors for each other, and those early days keep each other sober. And got together quite a few times with Howard and had a lot of fun together, but also some serious times, and stayed in touch over the years. And just sorry that he had so much pain in his life at different times. And want to give a shout out to everybody that's joining us from afar. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Just recording a message for the people who couldn't make it.
Okay.
Just say who you are and how you know Howard.
Okay.
Answered an ad that Howard put in the paper for a drug. And I met him 5-6 years ago and came over here and started playing with him. Played with him about a month, and it's really enjoyed it. He versatile to music, and he is maybe a much better player. So, and I had a good time with Howard playing in his band.
Start talking like those.
All right, here. My name's Chris. I'm with Don. I'm the bass player, and we played a mix of jazz and blues. But it was basically we played what Howard knew, and when Howard knew, if Howard knew how to play it, it sounded great. And if you hadn't heard him play, um, then you should listen. And actually, you can get one of these. We did some demos about a year and a half ago that just turned out fantastic. And it's how Howard was such a pro, walked in in a half a day session, just laid down perfect track after perfect track. I mean, not exactly perfect, but most of them were just one take. You put it on and you'll listen, and you'll hear the virtuosity, and he loved to play. We played out as much as we could, and then even right up to the end, we had a gig on the calendar, and it was when he went into the hospital for the last time. And the guy really had a positive outlook and really could play. And really, great, great player.
Feel like I need to power. Uh, my name is Tim Hutchison, and I'm an old friend of ours, being old from a long time ago. And we knew each other through all current. Maybe some of you were back a while back. And we just always remember the parties and get-togethers at Howard's house are always a lot of fun out on the lake, and lots of good fellowship, looking around and that sort of thing. And sorry to those who couldn't be here. I'm thrilled to get together and remember Howard. And hopefully you have a lot of good memories too, as I do.
Hi, I'm Jerry Ray. I've known Howard for years and years, and remember fondly hot tub parties at their place and parents potluck parties and quite a number of other experiences. The house on the lake and California. We went to the body electric trigger. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Howard's older sister, Karen Bergen. I'm 10 years older than Howard, and I have very fond reflections of him as a little boy. He was always very lively and sweet and everything. But he wasn't just one of them. Pretty much the same with him. Always had his favorite food. I remember very well that he wanted to be a doctor. He wanted to help people. I was a nurse. I gave him a medical dictionary. He was so that he read that all the time. Then when he grew up, he was no longer decided to be a doctor, but instead he went into organic chemistry and he ended up also helping people in that profession. So I was very happy that I was able to interest him in some of that stuff. I'm very pleased with all of the friends. I've met many friends here today, and I know all of you felt the same way that he was really a friend to all the people that loved him, and people were very grateful. I know that for the work, the chronic pain, and people loved playing music with him. He lived a wonderful, full life with all of you. And I'm very pleased to know that. And thank you, everyone, very much for being such a good friend. I do. Do it now.
Thank you so much. You're all right?
No, I can't hear it. I'm Molly. I've lived for to Harvard for 20 years, and he was just a very good friend of mine. We ran together in our younger days, and he just gave me a lot of joy and was a good person to talk with and to run with. And I miss him so much.
Start with an introduction.
Okay. Um, well, I'm Beth Coates, and I have been with for 10 years as his friend. Just loved him so much, and he did so much for me. I'm just going to read the letter that I wrote to him. I thought of you with today. That's nothing new. I thought about you yesterday and the days. I think of you in silence. I often speak your name. All I have is memories. My keepsake, heart. God has me. Have my heart and forever. And I miss it. Next.
You who have joined us for the memorial for Lord Black, Thomas Howard III. Really appreciate you coming in and doing this. Sorry that you were not able to make it here in person, but your wishes are felt. I'm Lord Black, go by Bill, Howard's brother, Howard's younger brother. And in thinking about Howard, I guess it's a commonly understood thing that brothers very true of Canadian of the Howard very stayed together, worked together yeah, for a long time, basically everything. But more than anything else, played music. Never enjoyed anything more than to think about either my brother and playing with him. Although I will admit I felt entirely unworthy to play with him because his musicianship approach to genius. He was a good man. He had a good life, but he had a hard life too. He has a number of people who love him and who will miss him. Myself, I think, most of all. But we'll see. And I'll leave you with the thought to Howard, which is that I will meet you starting as my hand. Remember you, something enchanted land. Thank you again for attending. You should just set up a hearing now. I'm gonna do that right. But anyhow, I'm going to go record more stuff. We just get stuck. We'll do another one later. Bye. Some of those trying to come in are having technical difficulties. I've known Mike for over 36 years, and lived together most of that time. I want to say that Howard was probably the one person in my life that conditional love more strongly than most. Even when we were separated, we were the best of friends, and we sought each other's advice and counsel. I have a large list of people who wrote to share information in the announcement of this. Can you hear me okay?
Yes. Yes.
Great. Brett Fulton took the photos from Ohio Wesleyan, for which I'm really grateful. And I have a number of people from the CRPS community who've written of gratitude for all the help that Howard has put out to other RSV patients, and I'd like to read some of those right now. Nancy Felt writes, Howard Black was one of the first I made contact with in the RSV community. Heart is heavy knowing that I never got the chance to know him in person. To his family, I send my love and angel hug. And Barbara Louie wrote me this letter which I'd like to share. I am sure that you must already be aware of the huge impact Howard made within the RSV community. I thought I could share my perspective with you as Donna indicated you were. Howard was respected and admired by so many of us in the CRPS community. He was the first person to welcome me to a group on MD Junction. I learned so much from him about this disease. I recall when I first met him online, I wished privately that he had been my doctor because he sure knew more than they did. Even though he had to have been in a great deal of pain and feeling like crap, he still took the time to respond to my personal message in the beginning of January. I also belong to a private CRPS group of just women. On Sunday, I posted that Howard had passed away. I was delighted and surprised, though I should not have been, to find that many of those people also knew Howard. Thank you for sharing him with us. I am glad that he's not suffering anymore. I and so many others will love him dearly and will carry him in our hearts forever. And, here's a remembrance from spouse. Played music with Howard in 1970 with Clark Wells, Lavalette, and Tom. Greg Walker was also a good friend and musician who grew up with them. And he played, Joe Gleason played in a band with Howard as well. We all appreciated and respected Howard, a intelligent guy and a doubly classy guitarist. And here's this remembrance. Howard was a man who back in the 1970s, where we all grew up. He was introduced to me by drummer Tom Mahan, who told me, "You've got to hear my guitarist friend Howard Black." And he recommended that he should become our lead guitar player. Acting on Tom's advice, Howard did join our group, and we became members right away. I don't remember how solid we were, and I remember also many of we played together. I also remember many a time riding around with Howard so quick about laughing up a storm over the that struck our funny bones. What next difficult song we might have with the band. There didn't seem to be any deprecating except for the part. We had a lot of fun in those days. By the time moved and Howard went off to college, we eventually lost our lives going off in different directions. Over 30 elapsed before we were able to make contact again, and that was just within the past several years. I had recently been planning to Illinois to visit with Howard to reminisce some use with him. My regret, I missed the opportunity. However, when we finally did reconnect by phone, it was as though right back up where we left off many years ago. At the same time, as one might say, we both recognized that the friendship had survived and that long time in between had no effect on changing either of us. Every person's life affects all others. I will always how Howard's sharp intellect and music affected. In my view of life, he is now on to the next great adventure the universe has to offer. Missed here and now, but never forgotten. And here's one from Donna B. My name is Donna, and I live in Ontario, Canada. I suffer from RSD. When I stumbled upon the support forum that Howard moderated, I was in extreme pain in a I knew nothing about. I posted a desperate cry for help, thinking that thing anyone could really offer me. How could they? Several doctors had already told me there was very little they could do for me. But then there was Howard. In only a few posts, Howard educated me my disease and offered that no one else had. Never fulfilled. Importantly, the hope I would learn how to live with RSD. I felt his presence as a comforting hug of complete understanding and compassion, but with a strength that wouldn't allow pity. He made me laugh, and I thought I'd forgotten how. Over the years, we became good friends, and we often spoke on the phone. I will cherish our conversation forever. And we are all replaced traded by putting your hand in the water. When you remove your hand, it's no boy. Well, that's true of water. Most assuredly not true of the void Howard has left in our RSC community. He will be missed with the word friends. Howard, I loved you, my friend, for all you gave me and all you gave me. Rest now, hugs and kisses. I'm going to take a short break if I work over this is another dive through. A very important in my life. A few days ago, I thought it had been too long and it was time to call him. Now I'm thinking of him so much. He was my guitar teacher when I was 17 or so, 17 or 18. I see him in my mind today. Did you know he had one of those little Mercedes convertibles, a white one that he used to race against his buddies? And his band, the sound system, was a really big band. He came to my house to give me guitar lessons about once a week for a couple of years until he went off to college. He taught me how to, he gave me rules to guide myself while I continue to discover how to play guitar. One, if you can't play it, don't play it fast. This also applies to so much in life. Two, use tricks like hammer-ons, trills, etc., unless you do them exactly the way you mean to. Three, try to develop a connection between your head, heart, and ears. I add ears to this third rule. I've taught these rules to students and fellow players ever since. I suppose my students, players, have used the rules while teaching their students and players. So his lesson lives on through generations of guitarists. I just saw him use rules on his music site. I am so proud that he called me his most important student during his high school period. This is one of the few that I will always hold most dearly. I am glad that I will not be able to communicate with him, but I am so glad he is my favorite uncle. The worst thing about getting old is only your good friends. So this is what we get for living long, a bittersweet little work for long. And I'm really touched to read this from Michael Allen, who is a dear running buddy of Howard. He writes, Howard was so kind and generous to me and my family during our time in CU. Memories. We always enjoyed reading Howard with wind to the months in the 90s at Centennial. Greet you with that big smile and was always interested in how you were feeling in running. Took me to Eastern Illinois and hooked me up with the exercise performance team there to have my max VO2 test. It's something I would have done without his pride. As an often injured runner, I would evaluate my biomechanic to have his single space completely valve that he produced for me. I still reference it when I have a running injury. I need to go to a And I have one more memory of Howard from Mitchell S. I am Mitchell Sank, and I play drum. I had the pleasure of having a very close musical bond with Howard from 1969 to 1972. We played in rock and roll group together, along with two other fine musicians at Ohio University during some tumultuous time. The Vietnam War was in full swing, and there were many rebellions happening at that same time throughout America. Living in Ohio, we experienced the burning down of our own college's ROTC building, where students were shot and killed at Kent State, etc. The insurgency inspired much passion and creativity. As true musicians know, musical bonds are very powerful. They are tied together with heart, soul, and devotion, especially when the band's group members click big time. We were an excellent group. We enjoyed success and a bit of pain, not only at our own college, but at other colleges as well. Howard and I lost social contact over the course of 30 years. However, we never lost spiritual contact. Fortunately, we connected over the years and were able to reminisce over what was some of the best years of our lives. I will never forget Howard. He enters my mind on a fairly regular basis. So, thank you to those of you who are remembering Howard today. And with that, I'm going to stop this recording, and others wish to record some to add to the video. I can edit it and update it after the event. Thank you all for watching. Mark, after I stop recording, you can interact with me if you'd like. I will leave the up live for the rest of this event.
Okay, and I probably will have to get on to work.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us.
Okay, take care.
Take care. Thank you again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We're off the air.